Hey people, welcome to this FIFA Talks. What the fuck? Ferret Talks about LFC. I tried to do my real name, but it didn't fucking happen. You know, somebody already took it, so I had to just go with Ferret. It was just my nickname I had in school, so I just went with that. Anyway, guys, this channel is basically me just talking about Liverpool, what happens in the football matches, and I might do a video through the week talking about what Liverpool might need what to do, because I have got some managing skills in me. I do help my team that I play for. It's just a weekend team, but I do help the managing bit out a little bit. I do go on the internet, do go on the YouTube, go everywhere I do just to find out more things about being a manager and how to become one, and hopefully I will become one day. But I thought that I would just talk about the first game Liverpool's had. Not the first game, the game that just happened. Well, technically still today. This will probably be up the next day. Was the Manchester United v Liverpool game. As you know, guys, you've probably seen it. The score was 2-1 Manchester United. A lot of people Liverpool players weren't happy with this game. Neither was I, because we deserved the win. We deserved to be victorious in that game. But Man U got a victory. And I'm going to explain how and what bits were the crucial points and so on and so forth. So the game started. Liverpool played really good, actually. They're passing the ball. They kept the ball a lot. You know, there was hardly no mistakes going on. I thought every time they were attacking, they were dangerous. A lot of people were standing out, like Steven Gerrard as usual. Sterling was doing good. Barini was making fantastic runs. Didn't really find that touch, though, to get that shot in. Suarez was doing okay. He's just doing the usual, being a good striker. And then, to be honest, we actually looked quite comfortable. For the first 5 minutes, we didn't get the ball, and then as soon as we got the ball, they had no possession. It was like 60% possession towards us in the first half. So I thought that was pretty impressive on behalf of Liverpool, because they never used to be like that. We always used to have low possession. But I was pretty impressed. A lot of people did play well. Jonjo Shelvey was playing amazing until he got his red card. If you've seen the tackle, guys, it was, oh my god, it was utter disgusting that the ref would give a red card. It wasn't a red card choice. I would say it was a yellow. Even if it was a red card, the Johnny Evans, who was on the other team, did exactly the same as Jonjo Shelvey. They both went for the ball. Both of their feet went up. But Jonjo Shelvey, as they were both coming in, they both hit each other, but it looked more dangerous from Jonjo's view, sorry. So, Shelvey got the red card. Johnny Evans got nothing. He did as bad as thing. And to be honest, after we lost him, we kept it going, actually. We actually kept it going. Half was done. Second half come in. We was 2 minutes into the second half. Steven Gerrard scored a goal from, but at the half, Barini got subbed off for Suso. I don't know why Suso come on, because we got Sahin on the bench. If you're going to sub on a midfielder, I would probably pick Sahin or Jordan Henderson, purely because of the young boys' game performance that they pulled in. Even I know Suso is, I think that's how you pronounce his name, played a good game. Don't get me wrong, his game was fantastic as well, but wasn't as good as Jordan Henderson or Sahin. So I'm surprised that they didn't come on for Barini at the half point, but Suso did. But saying that, Suso was in some of the action for the goal, but I could see us getting a goal even with 10 men, whoever the midfielder was. And then later on, Raphael got a goal. It was a beautiful goal. I think that Aga should have been a bit closer to him, because you could see that his body language of showing that he was going to take a shot. And Aga, being such an expert that he is, he should have just, he should have closed them down and blocked that shot. But he didn't. He just, he tried to block it a bit further away. It went around him. There was no chance for Reina to save it. There was no chance of any keeper to saving that, to be perfectly honest, unless they knew it was going there. But, that's just the way football goes sometimes, doesn't it? It's always, that's the way football always is. Some people get goals, some people don't. But then later on, obviously the game's not going Liverpool way already. We got a red card. That should have been a yellow. And if it was a red card, their player should have got a red card. And then later on, Valencia was in the box and he was running. Before Glenn Johnson went to tackle him, he jumped on the floor. So I was thinking, what the fuck? And then Glenn Johnson basically took the ball and they got a penalty. I was thinking, what the fuck? That's just Manchester United's luck. And then Aga was injured on the floor for 4 minutes. He got subbed off for Jamie Carragher, so that does look like it could be dangerous. But then Van Persie took it. Reina got a hand to it, but it was so much power that there was no chance of stopping it. He hit it, and then ball just went in the back of the net instantly. There was absolutely no chance whatsoever. So, and then it ended up 2-1. Liverpool was pressurising, trying to get that second goal, but it just wasn't coming, especially after Martin Kelly got an injury then. We was down to 9 men because we've already used 3 substitutes. And to be perfectly honest, there was no chance of Liverpool coming back. And you could obviously see that Liverpool was the better team in the game and all the way through. Even when they had 9 players, they were the better team. It's just that luck wasn't really on our side today. We can always complain on luck, don't get me wrong, but Liverpool is getting really unlucky this year. But we need to get that win sooner or later, because if we don't get that win against Norwich, I think we're going to have a bad season. We're already having a bad season, but it'll be worse than last year's. I reckon we could still finish about top 6 this year, you know, being reasonable. But we don't really want to finish 8th again. Or if we finish lower, then Brendan Rodgers is going to be... You know, Brendan Rodgers is not going to be happy, and hopefully then next year Brendan Rodgers will obviously stay, because I want him to stay. He's a great manager, and if he finishes below 8th, then he has got some trouble about buying players and keeping players, to be perfectly honest, because Steven Gerrard obviously wants to win the League Cup, but I'm pretty sure he won't leave Liverpool. But just to win that League Cup, I don't know. You don't know, do you? I'm pretty sure he won't leave. That's what I want to believe anyway, because I'm a Liverpool supporter, and I hope he does stay for his end of his career. But who's saying he isn't going to stay, right? You know, whatever. But anyway, that was the game. It finished 2-1. So then I went on Sky Sports a bit later on, a couple of hours after the game, and they've uploaded some after talks with Steven Gerrard, Alex Ferguson, and Brendan Rodgers himself. And I watched the Steven Gerrard one. They said to him, what do you reckon about the red card? Should it have been a red card? And he said, no, it shouldn't have been a red card. He's sticking up for his team, and he's basically telling the truth, to be perfectly honest. And then he just went, it shouldn't have been a red card and all. And then they said, what about the season? How was it starting? He said, we can always blame it on luck, but we need to get that win. And if we don't get that win, we're going to have a bad time, you know, playing at LFC this year. Obviously he said it in different words. And then I watched the Brendan Rodgers one, where Brendan Rodgers said the better team lost today, which is obviously true. Even Man U supporters can admit that they played awful this game, and they are a class team. They got some world class players, but they did play awful today, and they didn't deserve the win at all. And Brendan Rodgers said that if John Drew Shelvey's tackle was a red card, Johnny Evans should have been a red card, because they did exactly the same. They said that question to Alex Ferguson. They said, should Johnny Evans have a red card? He said no, he went for the ball, and he took the ball. But if you actually watch the replay, you actually see John Drew Shelvey hit the ball first, and then the follow through it hits Johnny Evans. So technically it should have been a red card both sides. In my eyes, it should have just been yellow cards to both. But because Shelvey got a red, Evans should have got a red. And then that was the interviews. Like, Alex Ferguson was getting upset. Like, wasn't getting upset. He was getting angry that John Drew Shelvey shouted at him. I don't think he should have. I don't think Shelvey should have. Only because he should have, like, I have no right you should have respect for him. But I don't think you should shout at someone at that level of a football career. What he's done for football as well. He's done a lot for football, but it does show a character of Shelvey that he really deserved it. But there's no point in blaming Alex Ferguson. I know everyone says that Alex Ferguson pays the ref and all. It does seem a little bit weird that they are getting a little bit lucky again and again and again. They seem to overscore goals in the last 10 minutes. They've had 3 penalties in 3 consecutive games. 3 games, 3 pens. How can, you know, it seems a bit weird. But anyway, I don't really mind. I just hope that Liverpool actually get a win next week in Norwich. They do need that win, otherwise I don't think anything good's going to happen. Because if he doesn't get a win next week, then our record's going to go loss. And then if we lose again, it'll be another lose. And then if we draw, it'll be a draw. It'll just be in the same pattern constantly. And we need to sort this out now. We actually need to sort a win out so we can get Liverpool on a streak. against Young Boys. We played amazing, but Young Boys isn't a Premier League team. We need to start playing like that in the Premier League, not in just cup things, not in cup draws, not UEFA or Europe or whatever. You know, we have to start playing that in the Premier League. And I think that we should maybe change it a little bit. Obviously John Drew Shelvey can't play the next game. Sahin should be playing, or Jordan Henderson. Suso should not be playing. He is a great player. He's only 19 years old, don't forget. So he has got many years to come. But I think Jordan Henderson should be the person that's playing by far, because he is showing such a great talent when he's playing football now. I reckon he's playing such good talent, and he's playing the way Brendan Rodgers wants to play as well. So I don't know why he's not getting played. He just isn't. And hopefully he will play in the next game in the three midfielders with Jordan Henderson, Steven Gerrard and Joe Allen, obviously. And I don't think we should play Barini unless we chuck Suarez on the wing and Sterling on the wing and chuck Barini in the middle, because Barini can make them runs, drag a defender away, and then that midfielder then got a nice clear shot at goal. Or or anyone else got a clear shot then on goal to take that shot, to take the next level, to get us a goal. You know, it's weird. And another thing that shouldn't happen is Stuart Downing. They've always considered him becoming another coming a left back. Don't ever do that. You know, obviously Brendan Rodgers not listening to this. That would be a terrible idea, because he is an attacking player. He should definitely stay in the right wing position, especially with the situation we got right now with not many attackers, and we got enough fullbacks to go around. Like that Wisdom, he showed great performance against Young Boys, and I think he deserves a chance against some Premier League teams, obviously in the future when we got a comfortable point situation. But I reckon that Barini should be on the bench to start off with now. He has shown he is talented, don't get me wrong. His runs are amazing. His runs are like one of the best in the Premier League, but he just can't seem to get that first touch good. He can't really seem to get that finish good either. So maybe in the future he might, in a couple months' time, his skills will evolve and he'll get used to Premier League and maybe he'll get on a nice goal run. But he won't get that if he's playing on the wing. I know for a fact he won't, because his position is striker. So I think that number 11 kid, I don't know how his name's pronounced or what his name is. It begins with A. It's like Asalam is it, or something around there. He's an amazing, skillful, fast winger. And I reckon we should play Sterling on one, him on the other side, with Suarez in the middle. That is an attacking force to be dealt with. And they need to stop crossing that ball in. With no Andy Carroll, there is no point of crossing that ball in. What is the point? You ain't gonna get good head on there, because defenders are much taller than Suarez and Sterling and much stronger than them too. They're not going to really get a head on. They might get one off, but that's just a one-off. I can't see many of them. I can't see many people getting a head on there, to be perfectly honest. They need to play that ball around the box the way Brendan Rodgers wants to play football as well, to be perfectly honest. He wants to play that ball around the box, and then he wants to play that through ball. He wants to play that capability. And maybe one day we'll get into Brendan Rodgers' way. We'll find a win, and then we'll keep that win streak going. And hopefully we do. And hopefully in the January sales, we buy ourselves a striker, better than Barini and better than Suarez, which is easy to do, because at the minute Suarez and Barini are not showing their true colours, if you may say that. They're not showing their true potential at the minute, because they are much better than what they are right now, especially Barini. His runs are fantastic, but he just can't seem to finish the ball or get that touch on. So maybe one day, I'm not sure yet. We'll just see what happens. But they definitely need to make a nice sign-in and start playing Sahin a lot more, and Jordan Henderson a lot more. And this is a crazy one that I'm thinking about, but I reckon they should stop playing Gerrard for the game and see what happens. They seem to be playing the ball to Gerrard, even though he played amazing against Man United, don't get me wrong. But he's losing the ball a lot more now, because a lot of people are passing to him, because they want him to get out. It's like a get out of free jail card. That's why they're giving him the ball, because they don't know what to do to it. They're just giving it to Gerrard, and then Gerrard's in a tough situation now, and he's like, in a bad situation, and they're all closing down on him. He doesn't know what to do, and he loses the ball. I seen that a lot when we was playing against Arsenal. So you know, it was a good game. Don't get me wrong. We played fantastic. If we played like that with 11 men, like we should have, we would have won easy. You know, every single Man U supporter is gonna say that we didn't, but obviously we did. And I think Brendan Rodgers needs to just change up the team just a little bit. Don't play Suso in midfield. If you got Sahin or Jordan Henderson on the bench, you know, they're going to be more of a threat than Suso. Even though Suso's left foot is fantastic, there is no point in playing him. His level is nowhere near compared to Sahin and Jordan Henderson. So anyway, guys, that is my take on the game today, or yesterday, or whenever I upload this. It was a good game, don't get me wrong. We played well, we deserved the win. But hopefully we'll find that win in Norwich. Hopefully, we might not, but hopefully we will. And I forgot to mention at the beginning, guys, in the background there will be FIFA 12 stuff. I got the equipment to record like FIFA 12 and stuff. I will be buying a video camera because I will be going to Anfield a lot this season. Hopefully, get a couple of tickets. Maybe next year I'll buy a season ticket. I'm not sure about that yet because I live in South Wales, so it is a quite big journey away from here. But it is games on Saturdays and Sundays, and I have Monday off from college, so it is a good day. It'll be good if I could go down a couple of times. Doesn't matter what game it is, it'll be good. Hopefully I'll be able to get some video of that, and maybe in the future I'll be able to do them vlogs or something. They're called vlogs or vlogs. I'm not sure what they're called. I'm pretty sure it's vlogs. Maybe, I'm not sure. But anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed. That was my take on the Manchester and Liverpool game. Just again, Manchester United are lucky as fuck, and they got a goal in the last 10 minutes. And I feel sorry for Liverpool, to be perfectly honest. They'll get that win, guys. Don't you worry about that for you Liverpool supporters. They will get the win. And they'll probably get it within the next, hopefully next weekend against Norwich. But anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed. That was my take. And make sure you like, subscribe, comment your intake of the game and how you think how good players played. I forgot to say this in the video, but I'm going to cut it short here. Hopefully you enjoy, guys, and peace out.
Defending at a crucial time. Tremendous game here. It's over now. What a scoreline. 3-3. End-to-end football. Really exciting. Just what the spectators pay their money for.
Oh, they got the full money's worth, didn't they? And there were a number of players out there that produced some of their best this season.